Hello everybody and welcome. For today's stitch you have to chain multiple of 5 plus 3 additional chains at the end. The specific about this stitch is that when if you want to increase the width, you have to increase it with 10 chains at a time. You'll see why later when we start building the shapes. But for now, for my swatch to show you, I'm going to chain 28 chains. Now that we have our chains, row 1 is row with only single crochet. We're going to start from the second chain from the hook and work our way toward the end of the row. 1 single crochet in each chain. So row 1 is ready. Row 2, chain 1, turn, and again we have a row with only single crochet. We're going to start from here, the very first stitch. So go ahead and make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, so row 2 is also ready. Now row 3, chain 1 and turn. On this row we are going to start building the squares. So first make 1 single crochet again here in the very first stitch. Okay, 1 single crochet, and then we have to make our first front post double crochet. So first I'm going to show you where you should do it. So here is row 1, here's the first stitch, and here's the second stitch, the third stitch. So we don't count this because this is the chain 1, which we make at the beginning of each row. So here's the first stitch, here's the second. We have to go behind the second stitch like this. So let's take the yarn over, go behind the stitch, take the yarn and pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. It's the steps are the same as a regular double crochet. And now we have to make 4 more front post double crochets in the next stitches. So yarn over, here's our next stitch, go behind it, take the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now the next stitch, right here, go around it, take the yarn, pull up a loop and make the double crochet. We have 3, 2 more to go. Okay, here are our 5 front post double crochet. So here on the back you can see the empty stitches. We have to skip 5, just how many are our double crochet. So 2, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch 1 single crochet and then 4 more. So we need to have total of 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now again we have to make 5 front post double crochet. So we're working again into the stitches of the first row. So to be easier, you can count and skip 5 stitches on row 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and around the 6th stitch make 1 front post double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skipping. Here around the next one we have to make the first front post double crochet, and then the next front post double crochets are around the next stitches. Now that we have the front post double crochet, skip 5 stitches on the back and then continue with 5 single crochet. These are the steps. You have to just alternate between 5 single crochets, 5 front post double crochets until you reach the end of the row. So I've reached the end of the row. I have my last group of 5 front post double crochet, and now to finish the row, skip 5 stitches and into the last stitch 1 single crochet, and the row is ready. So like I said in the beginning of the video, you have to work with multiple of 5 stitches plus 3 additional stitches at the end. But you when you increase the width, you have to do it with 10 stitches at a time. Because this way you will have one square at the beginning and one square at the end of the row. So for example, if you increase with 5, you end up with one blank space right here at the end. Of course, that's totally fine, but if you want to keep this sequence, it's best to increase with 10 stitches. And now let's move on to row 4 with chain 1. We have to turn. Row 4 is just again simple single crochet on the whole row. We're going to start here from the very first stitch and work our way to the end of the row, 1 single crochet in each stitch. This is how it's looking at the end of row 4. Row 5, chain 1 and turn. Make 1 single crochet in the first stitch like this, and then we have to work around the front post double crochets to make new front post double crochet. So yarn over, go behind the first double crochet, take the yarn, pull up a loop, and then make the double crochet like this. And then the same around the second front post double crochet, and then the next and the next and the last. Okay, So skip five stitches on the back, 2, 4, 5 into the sixth. We have to continue with 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then again we have you have to work around the next group of double crochets. So these are the steps. Work around the next double crochets, then you have again 5 single, then again 5 double, and finish the row with 1 single crochet here in the last stitch. And you can see now clearly where the squares will be. So row 6 is the same as row 4, so you have to turn, chain 1 and make a row with 1 single crochet in each stitch. Then we have row 7, which is the same as the row we just did. So go ahead and make them, and I'll wait for you at the end of row 7. This is how things are looking at the end of row 7. So we've completed these squares, and now the next row, row 8, we're going to make a row with single crochets here on the back, and when we start row 9 we're going to start building the squares, the next group of squares right here between this one. So like I said, row 8 is again a row with single crochet, so go ahead and make them, and then we'll start with row 9. Now let's start row 9, chain 1 and turn. Here we have to make 6 single crochets, starting again from the very first stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There's 6 single crochets because we have one at the beginning, and then the usual 5 which we make here too. Now we're going to work here in this row. We need to make 5 front post double crochets around each stitch, just the same way, going behind each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Yarn over, go into the first stitch, take the yarn, pull up a loop, and then make the first front post double crochet, and then the same in the remaining 4 stitches. Now that our front post double crochets are ready, we have to skip again 5 stitches on the back and into the next stitch 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 5 front post double crochet in the stitches, and finish the row again with 6 single crochets. Row 10, chain 1, turn, and again 1 single crochet in each stitch. Row 11, chain 1 and turn. Again we need to make 6 single crochets in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then front post double crochet around the stitches from the previous row. Skip 5 stitches on the back and then 5 single crochet. And again finish the row with 6 single crochets. So, and this is how it's looking so far. So now row 12, again chain 1 and turn and make 1 single crochet in each stitch. Row 13 is absolutely the same as row 11, just again chain 1, start with 6 single crochet, then make the 5 front post double crochets, then 5 single, and so on. So when you make row 13, then you have to start repeating the rows, and basically you have to repeat rows from 2 to 13 over and over again until you reach the desired length. And this is how it's looking at the end of row 13. And here is on the back. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the stitch. Let me know down in the comments what you plan to make with it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!